Hey, I'm Corinne Levy.
And I'm Emily Dreyfus.
And welcome to Rumor Has It, the show where we round up the week's biggest tech rumors.
And vote on what sounds legit.
And remember that you can vote too, so keep your eyes out for the interactive poll if you're watching on CNET. First up is a rumor about the Sony PlayStation 4, which we've been talking about since we were a wee podcast. Based on the recent announcement of the super slim PlayStation 3 and some very scientific calculations,
Math alert!
rumor mongers are concluding that the next iteration of Sony's slam dunk console will hit store shelves in 2014. Here's how the math works. The PS2 Slim was released 8 years ago. The PS3 was released 6 years ago. Add 2, carry the 1, and you've got a 2014 release date for the PS4.
We've been saying 2014 since 2011, when that seemed like eons in the future. Now it's basically next year, and I still think it's true. The Slim was Sony's last best hope of getting PS3s into the hands of the 7 gamers in the world who don't already own one. And now they're tapped out.
I think 2014 also sounds about right, even though the next Xbox is rumored to be announced in 2013. The PS3 was also released after the Xbox 360, but that didn't affect the bottom line.
Next, we have a new rumor that Amazon is going to start selling something crazy and specific and outside of its comfort zone.
Amazon selling a new thing is basically its own meme.
I know. Well, this time, the crazy new product is actually the best and worst idea in the world. Wine. Why is this awesome? Because wine delivered to my house on the cheap at the click of a button. Why is this the worst? Because wine delivered to my house at the click of a button, free the next day thanks to Amazon Prime.
Oh God, this is the end of Emily. I'm never gonna see her again. But seriously, you might have assumed that Amazon already sold wine.
It's a perfect fit, and especially because it already sells caviar.
But it's harder than you think to sell wine across state lines. Amazon actually entered the wine business in 1999 with a stake in wineshopper.com, but then closed down 10 years later because the business did not perform to expectations. Maybe they have a new plan this time. Maybe they're drunk. Oh, iPad mini. I hope this next rumor comes true because we've been talking about it for a year and we're sick of it. Citing unnamed major Apple investors, Fortune says that Apple's invites for an iPad mini specific event will be sent out next week, presumably for an unveiling the following week. As you may already know, the iPad mini is speculated to be 7 inches, and according to new leaked pictures, it'll come in a white version as well.
Another report then popped up this week saying that the iPad mini is actually already in production. Citing anonymous sources, our favorite Japanese blog, Makotakara, said that production of the product is underway in a Brazilian factory.
I've been saying yes to this rumor since October 2011. The iPad is a great product. It would make sense for Apple to make it in different sizes just like it did with the iPod. And plus, I have a humiliation day bet riding on this one.
I've been voting no on this rumor since we first heard Steve Jobs say you'd have to file down your fingers in order to use the thing. But the timing is incredibly suspicious, and the persistence of the rumor has my confidence wavering. It would be a perfect infusion into the holiday market. Plus, I like to imagine it being built in some hidden factory in the Brazilian Amazon, workers toiling away as monkeys swing from vines above the factory roof. Also, once we get to specific dates for an invite being sent out, things start to sound less like a rumor and more like a coordinated PR leak. But whatever, I'm sticking with no because my dignity is riding on it. Jungle Book and logic be damned.
What do you guys think? Don't forget to vote, and we're gonna go ask the people of San Francisco what they think.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, I think there's definitely some demand for a smaller iPad.
Would you want one?
Yeah, definitely.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did.
If Apple's going to compete against the Fire and the Galaxy, I think they've got some work to do. So yeah, I think it's probably pretty likely.
Would you want one?
Sure, absolutely, yes.
Considering I'm a student and I've seen so many people use an iPad in CS classes and computer science classes, I'd say it's a fair bet. I was already looking into the iPad, but having a laptop and something a little bit smaller would work out really well.
I don't see the use for it because I have my laptop and my phone, so.
I think people would be more willing to carry a bigger phone, smaller iPad as long as it had all the features of their phone. But no one wants to answer an iPad. Now, my friend here works at Apple, and he is on the development team.
Well, let me ask you.
Okay.
Have you heard this rumor that Apple will be releasing a smaller version of the iPad?
I can confirm it. It's happening tomorrow.
Oh my God, you heard tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, not tomorrow, Friday.
Friday, interesting. So we will be getting invites for an iPad mini event.
Maybe this Friday, maybe it was next Friday.
Uh-oh, changing a story.
Somewhere on one of the Fridays.
Let me see your credentials. All right, so would you be interested in
Absolutely.
a smaller version?
Big Apple guy too. Yeah, I'd love one. Bigger iPhone, the way I see it.
Well, most of the people on the street had heard of the iPad mini, and for a second we thought we'd met an insider who worked on the iPad mini team, but I think that was the beer talking. Let's go back inside and see what the CNET Council thinks.
The CNET Council is composed of 5 editors who cast their votes anonymously. Their opinions are not an endorsement by CNET or CBS Interactive.
Obviously, because these are rumors, folks. And the CNET Council's verdict is... yay. 4 editors to 1 think the iPad mini invites will in fact come out next week, which will be a great news for you and terrible news for my dignity, because I'm going to be humiliated.
Yay.
You're happy about that. Our comment of the week this week comes from Cisco2K, who writes, Google will provide a map for the iOS 6, and it will be the best map they ever created, and they will charge for it. Let's see, 85 million iPhones sold and 35 million iPads at $2. That is some sweet pocket change.
Our other comment of the week comes from Tapper562, who writes, Apple Maps got me lost.
We hope you're okay, Tapper. Did you make it home?
That's our show, everybody. Share your rumors at rumorhasit@cnet.com or call 1-800-750-CNET and tweet us.
Tune in next week for more tech rumors.
Rolling.
Everybody's so tall. All right. So I'll ask you.
I'm standing here today in a hole.
I know. I'm like, hey guys, I'll ask you first.